And hello, welcome to solo playthroughs. I realized as I was doing a practice game of this that it has been a while since I have played Mage Knight, and it's been even longer while since I have played Solo Conquest or Solo Conquest Blitz. I had a really good run going, and I ran into the Volcaire's camp. I do have that shuffled in even for Blitz, and yeah, that didn't go very well. I had counterattack loaded up. I blocked 6 enemies, but still got knocked out. And I was like, all right, let's just hopefully do better on the live stream. So, talking about the live stream, I got Daniel already in the chat. Bad news for you, buddy. The gaming session plan for tonight is canceled. Well, sorry to hear that, sir. So you are you are stuck with me in this chat this time. Mwah ha ha ha. Yes. No, man, I'm gonna need it, man. I'm gonna. There's bound to be some freaking edge case rule that I'm gonna need someone to tell me what the heck I'm doing wrong. But this is it. I mean, Braevalar has his things, and he's a wimp. At least in how this mini makes him look. The nice to see the tech issues hopefully are a lot less. Yeah, all right, the mic's working. We got yeah, it's it's so much easier to go back to like just like the one camera and not have to worry about the scent and all that other garbage, man. Because last week was a lot. I'm actually gonna lower the decibels on this mic a little bit. Might be popping out a little bit more than I want to be. All right, cool. I guess my voice is feeling energetic today, guys. That's about what's going down. We got board games descriptions. Hello, and Daniel says hi there. Good day. Good day to you, sir. It's probably a good night for you, actually, at this point, right? What time is it over there? 9, 8. I don't know. Math is hard. So let me get this set up. In Board Game Blitz, we are doing a Megapolis or a level 12 Volcaire's Camp. So 80% of the time for you math majors, it will be a Megapolis. It'll be basically 2 cities. We'll take their level 6 garrisons and combine them, giving them all the both the abilities of both cities. We only have 5 countryside tiles, which always feels one or two too. I guess regular Solar Conquest is 7. I always feel like it should be 6, but I'll take 5. It is what it is. So I'm just going to shuffle this up, get off the top 5 countryside tiles. Is that 5? Yeah, counting is hard. We're going to get the core city tile. Again, I do have Volcaire's Camp shuffled in here. And I'm going to roll a d6. What do we get? It's a 1. Done, and then I need to take one of these core non-city tiles. So only 7 tiles in the terrain deck. Nice and small. So we can blow through that. Hopefully get that fully explored by the time we get to the end of the first day. So we can see where the city is, and we'll get some core units there for the second night. Or sorry, to the time we get to the end of the second day, so we have core units for the second night. I mean, ideally, if we can blow through the entire terrain deck by the time we finish the first night, it might even be better, but we'll see if everything cooperates. I mean, a lot of this challenge is finding a way to make sure you're leveled up enough to take on a level 12 city, which is super hard. Managed to pull it off with Tovak by the skin of our teeth in a live playthrough months ago. So this is the second attempt at this on the channel, and we'll see if Braevalar is up to the task. And again, I do think Tovak and Braevalar are the 2 weakest of the 7 mages, so you know, we'll just start hard and make it easier as we go. AV seems mostly okay. There's a bit of audio delay versus your face cam, but it's fine. Why do I shuffle Volcaire? Because I like the challenge of Volcaire. I think the shuffling Volcaire just kind of adds a wrinkle. It does, win rate goes way down when I pull him, but I can try to tweak the delay. No, I'd have to check it out in the settings, see if there's any way. I couldn't do it quick right now for some reason. I thought I knew where I could go for it, but I used to have. I do have it on a little bit of a delay, but maybe I overcorrected. But I'll check it out on the playback and see what's going on with that, and maybe try to do what I can to get it more synced next time. But thanks for letting me know. So we're gonna roll a die, 6, bam, goes there. Countryside tiles on top, and we are good to go. All right, we're gonna shuffle this up. Yeah, it's weird. I have to check last week's video too, see if there was a kind of a lag in my camera and my audio. It definitely happens with these live streams sometimes. Sometimes it's just like an internet connection thing. So we'll see how it plays out in the playback. And again, I can always go back and tweak for next week. Actually, not next week. There is no live stream next week. We will be doing I'll have 2 published edited videos next week, and then we'll come back to a live stream on the 17th, which incidentally is my 2-week anniversary, kids. Get your anniversary presents ready. So 2 year anniversary. 2 years of doing this. It's nuts. So it's been a really fun ride. I'm going to do a full playthrough of Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition at level 5, which doing that on camera is going to be insane. It's going to be long, but heck, you only turn 2 once. So, I guess. The channel only turns 2 once, I guess. I turned 2 many, many years ago. But are you doing a Volcare Megapolis? Yeah, why not? I mean, no, so Volcare would just be, I'll just do level 12 Volcare. You can't really combine the camp in with the city tiles. So, it might be a little bit of a misnomer in the video. But yeah, if I pull Volcare, I'm just doing a level 12 Volcare's camp. You can't really combine Volcare in a city. I actually used to do that back in the day, and when I was young and foolish, and then I realized the rules pretty much tell you, hey, don't do that. That's a bad idea. But yeah, I would just do so either level 12 Volcare's camp, or we're gonna do 2 cities, level 6 combined. Right? Hopefully that makes sense. But good question. So our unit offer, again, we'll have 1 more unit in the offer. We will have 1 more die in the source. These are Blitz rules. We start at +1 reputation. So basically we start shifted over 2, and we only start at 0 fame though. So this is not like a Lost Relic scenario, but when we do level up, we get a +1 bump there to kind of help accelerate your fame a little bit. So in the unit offer, we have scouts, we have the Utem crossbowmen, we have freaking scouts, man. I don't like the scouts. The magic familiars, which could be intriguing. We'll see what kind of skills we get early here. So I'm going to shuffle up Braevalar skills. We have gotcha. Thanks. No, thank you, sir. Help me be clear. Clear and concise. Sorry, I got 3 golds and a white. I have to re-roll the non-basic because that would mean the offer would not be 50% basic. And I rolled a black and 2 greens. I would have liked one of those golds back, but what are you going to do? Let me shuffle up the artifacts over here. And we'll go from there. I'm trying to remember, I think my last Maze Knight video was the Lost Relic scenario with Wolfhawk. I don't know. I remember being, oh yeah, I did it twice. That's right. I ran it back. It was a crushing defeat and then like an absurd easy victory. So good times. That definitely gonna happen with that scenario. I mean, the dragons are so all over the place. But what are the scouts come with cookies is a great question. Yeah, if the freaking scouts came with, they used to be called Samoas, and then they changed. Well, I forget what they're called now. But if they came with whatever they call those cookies now, I might take them more, man. Those things are good. Man, I used to be a Thin Mint guy as a kid, and then you grow up, and it's like, oh, give me the, man. They used, I forget what the new something Delight or something. That's fine. I'm sure they had good reason to change the name. Is what it is. Shuffling up the spell deck. Our starting advanced action offer is Chilling Stare, like that one, Peaceful Moment, and Diplomacy. Peaceful Moment is actually pretty interesting in the Blitz scenario. Give me another lot of influence and then an opportunity just to rest and heal some wounds. That could come in pretty huge. So we're going to shuffle the spells. Starting spells are Space Bending, Mist Form, and Flame Wall. Ooh, like to see some Flame Wall action for sure. Make sure those are nice. And over here, actually, I'm going to move these off a little bit more, see if I can't squeeze in our dummy player. Speaking of our dummy player, I should probably get one of those out. So let me roll a d6 to my left. I have a bunch of stuff piled on top of my Maze Knight box, which is bad form. So, here we go. To my left, I have Norwas, Arethia, Wolfhawk, Krang, Tovak, and Goldix. I rolled a 4. Here we go with the man of the hour, the Orc Chaos Shaman himself. Krang is in the house, and it's been way too long since I've seen him. And even though he's a dummy right now, I'm not upset to get a chance to maybe get some of these skills. Although that does give me the 2 mages, neither of which have motivation. So we all know how much I love motivation by now, so that makes me a little sad. But This too shall pass. I'm going to get a Aretha off the board. She was my dummy player in my warm-up game. That did not end the way I had hoped. And we'll go from there. Special rule of Blitz scenario. You start with 1 fame. Whenever you cross a line of the fame track, you get 1 extra fame. You start with 1 fame too? That'd be good. I know that flipped. I didn't see it. I'm not Hawkeyes over here. You probably right. I'm not down you. But I definitely want to read page 9. Well, my page. This isn't page 19. There isn't page 19 for me. You must. You probably have your fancy. Oh, nice. There you go. I do start with 1 fame. That's awesome. I guess that's nice because you have like all those orcs that only give you 2 fame. So that's one way to make sure you're leveling up. So that's one of them made a difference when I got wild with my practice game. But I'm glad to be corrected about that. Like so many like these little setup rules. Plus the size 3 font of that. That book doesn't help. It's like pretty easy to miss some things because I try to skim too much, more than I should. Get me Krang. Here you go. All right. Come on, buddy. So I have Krang's skill deck here. We have his little cheat sheet for all his skills. So not his skill deck, his deed deck. I have his skill cheat sheet. I have his little hero card. Hero mage. I guess Krang isn't much of a hero. He's kind of an orc. That's fine. He starts with 2 reds and a green because he loves Christmas. That is his thing. He is a big fan. He actually dresses up as Santa in the local Chaos Shaman Mall that exist in Krangland, or Atlantis, for one thing. Sorry, page 19 of Ultimate Edition. Yeah, no doubt. No, hey, fancy. Go. Ultimate Edition it's nice. There were so many things I like about Ultimate Edition, but I didn't like it enough to justify buying it. I actually like this older set more. I think it was like Liz Davidson did a really nice compare and contrast of the Ultimate Edition versus like her old copy of Maze Knight, and I'm kind of with her that I've spent so much time like getting the box set up exactly how I like it. I'm just so much more familiar with it, and it's it's got its quirks and it things that make me more nostalgic because just how much time I've spent playing it that it's like I'd rather stick with what I have than go to the ultimate. So I'm going to shuffle up my D deck here. And Liz Davidson, for those who don't know, is Beyond Solitaire. She has some really nice videos with Maze Knight. She did a beginner series last summer that I thought was really excellent. So she's just another person out there if you're looking for some good how-tos. If you're first time joining me, which I doesn't seem to be any newcomers in the chat at least. This is we're on a 25-second delay, so everything you're seeing did happen 25 seconds in the past. There is no Mrs. Playthroughs is again back at work. Silly back of the office stuff. So unfortunately, we are not. I'm flying solo today, so I'm gonna have to. If anything comes up, I'm gonna have to be checking the chat. But if I do make a mistake, let me know. I'll check it frequently enough that usually I can kind of fix anything if I need to. I'm gonna have the starting terrain. We have tile number 1 and tile number 8. So tile number 1 has an orc and is a village. It is a magical glade. Tile number 8 has a village. It has a village in the swamps, though. We're pretty much not getting there. This orc over here, by the way, is an orc war beast. We have a ruins that could be intriguing, and we have another magical glade. So those magic familiars are looking a little bit more realistic potentially. Do you like that orc war beast? Might be, if I can get concentration and a swiftness, that might be worth going to take that out. That's 3 fame. I like it. We'll have another orc war beast. Okay, that's fine. That happens so often to me. I'm like, there's only 2 of each enemy. How do I always pull like the twins? It's like that in a playthrough I was doing. I pulled the ice dragon, which is awful, and then I pulled another ice dragon in Volcara's like Legion, and I was like, oh, so brutal. And then this ruins is definitely a little disappointing. It's if you spend 3 blue, you get 7 fame. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Sorry for that. Someone was blowing me up, so I had to make sure it wasn't anything serious, and it wasn't. It was hilarious. Um, my old copy is so nicely trashed now that I would never give it up, says Daniel. Nice. And Silver Fear says, hello, faster late to late, but best of luck. I appreciate it. I will need it. This is quite the challenge. Let me get Braevalar's opening hand. We got Druidic Pass, one with the land, March, Rage, and another Rage. Feeling the rage early, kids. What do I want to do? I want to take my tactic. And as Daniel pointed out, going through some of my old videos, I have had a almost ridiculous about face with planning that I used to always take great start, and I just find planning just such a huge boon to make sure you're having a good first round, and a good first round is necessary, especially when you only have 4 rounds instead of 6. That it's like I just find planning that much better. And the one of the nice things about planning too is it gives you a 40% chance of actually going first, where a great start obviously gave you a lot less of a chance of that. So going first is huge. I mean, great start gave you 20% chance, so you're doubling your odds. Going first is huge because, again, in only 4 rounds, as much as you can slow down the dummy player, the better. And big part of that is if they can take one less action every round, you're actually in good shape. The Ice Dragon is not brutal, as far as I can remember. No, it might as well be brutal because it's everything else, man. It's so bad. I mean, the paralyze, the ice resistance, the physical resistance. Oh, I freaking hate that thing so much. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna roll for the dummy player. Give me a 5 or a 6 or a 3. What a jerk. Mana Steel is out. At least that will give me access to Great Start next turn. But it does mean that our dummy player is going to be up first. Here it goes. Alright, Krang, you orc, Chaos Shaman, you, what are you doing? Alright, cool. That's done. He gets a white and a red and a blue. So nice and slow start for him. My turn. Well, I mean, I don't have concentration or a swiftness, so much for killing the orc, curling the orc war beast. I think I go to that village. I don't have any influence. Oh, this is a bad draw, man. I didn't even realize how iffy this draw was. I could try to have enough move. One with the land is nice. I could try to go to the magical glade to get a gold crystal. But if I end in a village, if I pull any influence cards, it might make sense to try to recruit the Uthim Crossbowmen because they're always nice to have. So if I play Druidic Pass, I don't have a blue because of course I don't. The move cost of 1 space reduced by 1 this turn to a minimum of 2. That's not exactly helpful when I'd only be moving through, what are those called? These things. Plains. I could do March and 1 with the land, get me into the village, probably pillage it, hopefully get some influence cards, get the Uthim Crossbowmen, and then hold on to Druidic Pass. That would allow me to get into the forest, and then I could, maybe a concentration on the swiftness to take out that orc war beast, get that 3 fame. I think all of that makes a lot of sense. So here we go. So I'm going to play March. I'm going to power with the green and the source. So I'm going to play 1 with the land. That's move 6. That's where I end. That is all she wrote, kids. I'm going to roll this die. It is another green. These come out. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5, and then planning triggers, and that's going to get me up to 6. So I did get threatened. Did not get another influence card, but I don't have a red. Oh man, this source is awful. So bad. Shoot. Alright, let me pillage a village. I lose 1 reputation. I get 2 more cards. There's a concentration, and I have a swiftness. Well, if I have the Uthim Crossbowman, that gives me range attack 2. I could combo that with a swiftness to kill the Orc Warbeast, so then I wouldn't even need I could use a concentration to get a red. That would give me 6 influence. Alright, I'm going to get the Uthim Crossbowman next turn. That's a really nice get, and then I could pillage again and go from there. So I have 8 cards in my hand, which is right, because my hand limit is 5, plus 1 from planning, plus 2 because I pillaged the village. Krang's going to go. We get a red. We get a red. We get a blue. We're good. My turn. I'm going to spend concentration to get a red mana. I'm going to use that red mana to power the threaten. That gives me influence 5. I'm going to use one of these rages sideways because who needs 2 rage? It's just an excessive amount of rage. You know what I also want to do this turn? While I'm at it, what do you want to do this turn, Greg? I'm going to play stamina for move 2 before my action phase just to get this out. And we have another village, we have another orc, we have another magical glade, and we have a green mine. Now, obviously, I could get the magic familiars. I just think the Uten Crossbowmen are a little bit better right now because I could go here, spend the 6 influence, to summon the magic familiars, and I have to spend the die from the source. But I think just the crystal cost of that alone every round, and only a 4-round game, I just want to be a little bit more conservative here, and I'll take the Uten Crossbowmen. All right, so the enemy up there is the catapults. And then I do my action for the turn. So that is 6 influence. I got the red because of concentration. Thank you very much. I'm going to lose my reputation at the end of the interaction because threaten makes me lose a reputation because I use a stronger effect. But I am the proud owner now of the Uten Crossbowmen. I'm going to put this away. I draw it to my hand limit, which is 5. Planning triggers, that's 6. And I'm going to pillage the village to get up to 8 once again. Cool. Krang. 1, 2, and 3. It's blue. He's going nice and slow. My turn. Let me kill these Orc War Beast. I'm going to spend Druidic Pass. The move cost of 1 space reduced by 1. So this would be 3 during the day. It is now 2. And then I'm going to attack the Orc War Beast. I'm going to trigger the Uten Crossbowman. That's range attack 2. I'm going to power Swiftness. That's range attack 5 total. That is enough to wipe out the Orc War Beast. Do I want to do anything else here? Man, I really could recruit those magic familiars. No, I'm not going to have the command token. That's fine. So I'm going to drop promise because it's not doing anything for me at the end of my turn. So I get 3 fame for that. I jump the spots. I go from 1 to 4, then I go to 5. That goes away. I roll this. I get a red. I'm going to start with a gold next turn, so I'm going to take that now before I forget. I'm going to do my level up. I'm going to look at the top 2 skills. We get... Neither are especially amazing. I don't really love Braevalar skills altogether, but regenerate once a turn I can play a mana of any color and throw away a wound from my hand if I use a green mana to do this. Or I have Delete Fame, which you always will. I can draw a card. It's a little mana intensive. Or I can get Thunderstorm. Oh, Lightning Storm. Once around, I can flip this to gain 1 blue or green mana and then 1 blue or red mana. I think that'll be a lot more functional. That goes away. Access to mana can be really huge, especially if I get a way to get some of those spells here. And that's good. I get 1 advanced action. Not sure I wanted to influence a peaceful moment here. I'll take Chilling Stare. I just think it's nice and flexible. Why not use a green mana with concentration and save the rage? The +1 rep. Green mana with concentration. Please. Oh, I could have done that. That would have been smart. I don't want to refigure that out. But yeah, that would have made more sense. Yeah, I mean, do I really need? I don't really feel like I needed that many rages right now. But yeah, that would have definitely been a better move. I do think I want to go and wipe out that catapults this turn, cause just to get the fame here. But yeah, that was an oversight on my part. That was a good call. Anyway, so planning's gonna trigger. I'm gonna get up to 6, and that would work. Yeah, that would have been a. Daniel's like really good at like seeing these like little min-maxy things that I miss. It's pretty impressive. All right, Krang's gonna go 1, 2, and 3. It's green. 1 more. Krang is definitely taking his time. I think we're getting a full 6 turns this round, which is super nice. My turn. Yeah, I want to move 5. This will, yeah, work. I'm going to get a blue and a red mana. I'm going to use the improvisation. I'm going to use the red from the source to move 5. That's going to move me here. While there, we're going to go up against the catapults. I'm not going to beat them. I don't have any siege attack. Remember, they are fortified. I'm going to play Chilling Stare, though. They are not going to attack this turn. And then I just need attack 4. I'm going to power that with the red mana I got. So I didn't even actually need this. I'm going to leave this red here, and I'll use the gold to do that. That's fine. So the catapults are dead. I get 4 fame. That gets me from 5 to 9. I jumped a level, so I get another one. And I'm going to get a command token, which does mean I would have a command token to get those magic familiars if I am so inclined. That's the end of my turn there. I'm going to draw out to my hand limit, which is 5. Planning doesn't trigger because I have no more cards in my D deck. Krang's turn, 1, 2, and 3. He's declaring end of round next turn. Catapults are out. Oh, I get a +1 reputation because I defeated the catapults. I don't think I took the reputation. I started here, lost 1 because of threaten, pillage twice. Yeah, I should have had 2 reputation back because I defeated 2 rampaging orcs. Another thing I want to forget, or prone to forget, especially when I haven't played in a little bit. So Crane's declaring end of round next turn. My turn. You get fame from ruins. Yeah. I just find it so action intensive, and I mean, I could have gotten the 2 blue from there, so that would have been. I did not have to have a blue in the source though, so that would have been one thing. I did just get crystallized, and I'm inclined to use crystallized to actually start getting some crystals. So, which would be a big argument against getting the magic familiars right now. So yeah, I definitely see that from board game subscriptions, but I think I wrote it before you attack the catapult. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. Um, cool. So my turn. I'm gonna move 2. We're gonna get in here. I'm going to spend 2 more to explore. I could put it here. I think I'm inclined to do that because if it's an adventure site, I mean, I'm going to want to definitely get a spell like Flame Wall. So hopefully, if I put it here, I'm worried I'm going to have to. Maybe I'll do that anyway. Yeah, let me explore here. Let's keep this map nice and tight in a way that makes sense, and it'll just make sure that I'm kind of putting myself in a place where I can get the core tiles in the center. What is it? Of course. Well, I'll probably actually use that monster den actually, because yeah, I don't really feel like walking down to that keep. We do that monster again. I get a couple of crystals. Yeah, that could be really nice. But we have a ruins. Ruins is going to be face up because it's still day. Oh, yeah, so definitely not going there and there for that ruins. And here's our keep, and the keep is going to be face down because I'm not adjacent to it. I'm going to use the green dye from the source to give me a green crystal. I could get a red crystal. I just find green crystals earlier especially are more helpful, especially when you can start comboing concentration. Just having a green lying around can often make a huge difference. So that is the end of the round. Crane declares end of round. That's fine. I will go with it. I have 0 cards left in my D deck. I think the monster den's kind of a no-brainer. I think I go there, kill a monster, get a couple more crystals. I do not have any artifacts, and I do not have any spells yet. So that is obviously a situation that needs to be rectified. Oh, Krang would have added a skill to the skill offer. It is battle hardened. Once per turn, I can ignore the next 2 points of damage assigned to your hero from a single attack, or 1 point of damage, 1 point of elemental attack. So it's an okay skill. I find it combos like Krang's skills like all combo like really well with each other. When you can get 3 or 4 of them, I just love the kind of the puzzles that he puts together. Just make him super strong. Gold man on white card and blue from skill. Whatever. Greg has never liked the mana shrines. I'm personally kind of 50-50 on it. Sometimes I find them almost OP. Then other games they tank my mana economy. Yeah, that's been my concern. Plus, like it just feels like I don't know. I want to kill some stuff. Let me kill things. What? So herbalist, Utham guardsman. There you go. I'm on a village, man. I might get the Utham brothers again. The peasants. I really actually like the peasants, and then the shock troops. Yeah, hopefully I get an influence card early, and we can round out this other command token. That'd be nice. Villages for the win, man. I'll tell you what. All right, we are gonna roll these dice. I get a red, 2 blue, and a gold. Gold is useless because we are at night, so there's that problem. Krang is going to add a white card to his D deck. He's going to get a blue crystal in his inventory. No monasteries on the board, so we don't have to worry about those. Any skill cards being added to the unit offer. The advanced action offer is replenished with a need, and by the way, Blood Rage was also added to that, so that's good. Yep. Having some lingering around could definitely make a big difference. Board description: 7 fame on day 1, using only 1 card and move is huge. I see it. I don't know. That's what it is. Just want to kill things. I mean, I got right. It would have been hard to do both, right? So if you look at it this way, I got the 4 fame and a reputation bump, and saved, and was able to keep a crystal, which might have been harder to do if I was trying to do that. Um, so we'll see. I think the net is it's really close, but yeah, 7 fame really can work. It just I don't know. They are my least favorite ruins. I can't remember. It's probably been years since I did a mana shrine. Like it's not like something I just have it done on the camera. Like I just never do them. It is what it is. I have many holes in my games, guys and girls. That is, you know, we're all learning. It's all our personal journeys. All right, let me pull my starting hand. I only got 5 cards still. Definitely need to get the 24 fame ASAP. So we get concentration, a mana draw, a swiftness, a crystallize, and a march. I really want to recruit. I think I take threaten. I think I take preparation and take threaten. I mean, it means I'm not going to go first, and hopefully Krang doesn't roll a 6, because I probably will want Sparing Power. But I think it would be silly to not take advantage of the fact that I can recruit those Utham Guardsmen. I mean, that block 4 twice against Swiftness is huge. Peasants are also kind of enticing, but I think the guard we don't have we're not gonna be that hurting for movement. I think the guardsman just that 5 block too, just the ability to absorb a wound or absorb 5 points of damage just makes the guardsman so enticing. So I'm gonna play preparation, get me some threaten. Here we go. It's buried at the bottom. Plus I don't have to worry about having a dead influence card come up later. Plus, I could get crystallized out of my hand too. All right, we'll see. Lots of things in my hand I like. All right, let me roll for Krang. Krang rolls a 5. Already did it, kid. He rolls a 3 again. So mana search is out. Preparation is out. Krang is first again. Please go nice and slow again, sir. I said please. He gets a green, so he went through 4 cards. He has 13 left. My turn. I'm going to power threaten with the red. Now, I could have pillaged the village. There was no sense. I wasn't doing much this turn. Anyway, will I want to play a march to put a tile out? Maybe. Sure, why not? I'm going to play march for move 2. Let's explore. Then I'll do my interaction again. So what do we get here? Man, it's another village. Villages everywhere. So we get another keep. So a keep strategy could have been nice. But alas, it is too late for those reindeer games. Ooh, that's not a great tile. There's not a lot of opportunities. I mean, I'm looking for a mage tower. We're already at the core tiles. That is it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to do that just for the fame. And then hopefully there's some things I can do that will get me an artifact or some spells on the like if I can get a maze or a tomb or something, because I'm going to definitely need to power up pretty quick here. So then I did a threaten. I lose a reputation. I get the Utham Guardsman. And I'll hold on to crystallize for next turn. I rolled that. It's a gold, so that's sketchy. I'm going to draw to my hand, which is 5. Going to pillage the village, get down to the leftmost 0, 1, and 2. There's an influence card. Ooh, yeah, I think we can use your units in a monster den. You just can't use them in a dungeon. So I think I should have enough to take out a random monster enemy, especially with that concentration. I could use a crystallize to get a green crystal, so I can save that there. Oh, I can get a green mana there. Yeah, we're pretty good. Krang, red, white, and green. So went through 8 cards, has 9 left. My turn. I'm going to have to move 3. So, don't have any of my movement cards. This is interesting. I want a movement card. Alright, I'm going to play Tranquility just to get a movement card, please. No. Oh, improvisation. That will do. Thank you, improvisation. I love you. I'm going to use improvisation. The source kind of stinks right now, so I'm going to use that for the move 3. Let's go in and attack a random monster enemy. Hey, where are the monasteries? Yeah, but we don't want to make it too easy for him, do we? Where are the monasteries? That's what I'm saying, dude. It's bad. So I moved 3. Now I'm going to attack a random monster enemy. It's a monster! And I have range attack 7 in my back pocket. So this shouldn't be that hard. Here we go. It is a... I'm in my head now between Minotaur and Centaur. No, it's definitely a Minotaur. We're good. I'm going to play... don't have a white. That's fine. I mean, there's like nothing else to attack, so I'm like trying to figure out like what even makes sense here. I mean, I could just use this. Yeah, we'll do. Oh, but then that source is so bad. That source is so bad. Do I use a Greaves and Crossbow mine or not? Alright, I'm gonna get a white mana token to power swiftness, and I'll use the Youth and Crossbowman. We'll kill the Minotaur. I get 4 Fame, that gets me up to 14. No reputation increase because again it was in a monster den. I'm now going to use the die from the source. I'm going to play the blue. Let me get a red from that. That's fine. I am... Oh, man. I have like very few opportunities to level up here. Don't like it. And again, a core tile cannot go there. So I'm going to need the non-city core tile to be super magical to give me a chance to really level up. I rolled a gold. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I get my reward. I have to roll a mana die twice. It's a red, so I get a red crystal. I go again. It's a red, so I am loaded up on reds. Awesome. I draw to my hand limit, which is 5. I should put a thing down here. 1, Druidic Pass, 2, 3. That gives me a decent amount of movement. I mean, I think I attack the keep just to get up. I level up, pick up Blood Rage. It's such a huge card. And then won't have much ability to recruit for a while because 24 is pretty far away. So we'll see what Krang does. He gets a white, a blue, and a green. One more. A Sentiminotaur. Yeah, that's great. I appreciate it. I like it. I like it. God, this source is just all white. That's really bad. Remember, if I attack the keep, I won't know what I'm going against. I could easily get in there. And I could probably make it not attack, and I could get a fair amount of block and attack with rage. I think I just go for it. Whatever. So I'm going to play Druidic Pass, power it with the blue. Let's move forward. The cost to move into one type of terrain is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 2. So I'm going to say hills only cost me 2 each instead of 3 each. Thanks for Druidic Paths. So I am a druid. I'm a wimpy druid, but I'm a druid. So I need 2 more moves to get in there. I can't get a white. So if I can't get a white anyway, let me kind of figure this out. I could say if it doesn't attack, I can get up to... I get a fair amount of block, and I get a fair amount of attack. I definitely can't get a white crystal. It's a little bit risky. But the path I chose... maybe better going this way, because then I could explore, but I think I'm going to want to do that keep anyway. Figure this out. So I can get 4... and get 6 attack, 7 attack, and assuming it's not ice resistant, then we're fine. Not a lot of the heroes are ice resistant, but there definitely are a couple. I would have this heal if it was to give me a couple wounds, and I should be able to cobble together enough attack to take it down. Let's do it. YOLO! It's Blitz. We got to do it. I'm going to play the Swiftness. We're going to go in. What's going on? Again, the cost of one type of terrain is reduced by 1, so it's only cost me 2 to get in there. What do we get? It is the Utum Crossbowman. Crossbowman, not Crossbowman Crime. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm going to use the Utum Guardsmen to block them. And then I just need 1 red to attack them. I have 3 red crystals. I'll just use 1. That's attack 4. Again, the Utum Guardsman counts twice against an attack with swiftness. That has swiftness. Totally blocked. They lose reputation because I attacked a fortified site. I use that red. It's dead. I get 3 fame. It gets me to 17 plus 1 because I did a jump. I'm going to put a thing on there. I get plus 1 card draw next turn. I'm going to have to move here to explore though because I can't explore from there. Right, because I have to, core tiles have to be adjacent to 2 tiles that are already on the board. This gets re-rolled. I still have my skill. And now I get a second skill. So let me do my level up. That's 3. Only get 2. Only 2, Greg. Man, this is bad. I'm tempted to take Crangs, although I really don't want diplomacy. So Feral Allies, once a turn, attack 1 or reduce 1 attack for an enemy by 1. Exploring moves cost 1 less move. This move plus 1 is not going to be all that helpful. We get another Krang skill. It is, oh, Shamanic Ritual, I love you. Let me take Blood Rage, and we're good. Drawing up to 6. Blood Rage, Rage, Stamina, and Determination. Krang's turn. Blue, blue, red, 2 more. Krang's declaring end of round next turn. Nishad, how's the game going? Daniel says could be better. We will see. Yeah, definitely could be better. I have accomplished a lot, but I do not have a lot in my deck to show for it. It's just not had any opportunities for spells, not any opportunities for artifacts, and that's going to make it really hard to pull this off. So remember, I drew at the 5. I get plus 1 draw because I'm in the keep. So that's enticing. I can't recruit anything there. So I guess I just put these core tiles on the board. Kids? Why not? So let me use this now. I'll take a green and a blue, and that will give me a ton of movement, and will give me some options. Right? I don't think I'll have a better opportunity using this turn. This round, and Krang's going to declare end of round next turn. So I'm going to power the stamina. So I have move 4. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to. Oh, do I need the? Yeah, I want the. Oh, there's a green in the source. Let me take a blue and a blue just in case I want to fight something. It's not likely, but I have Chilling Stare, and I can get a ton of attack here. So I think that makes the most sense. So I'll put this green back. So I use this to get a blue and a blue. I use the 1 blue to power stamina. So move 2 got me into this plane. And remember, this is like not a once a turn thing. It's just forever. Exploring just costs 1 less because you're a druid. That's what happens. So I'm going to explore here for 1, and I'm going to explore there for 1. I will be able to explore there after exploring here because it will be adjacent to 2 in both locations. And if I do them in that order, it's totally legit. So I'm exploring here for 1 point of movement. There's the blue city. Uh-oh, there's a lake. Hopefully this other core tile doesn't totally kill me. So, but actually, I will be, that lake's going to be covered up. Yeah, right? Because that's where the Megapolis goes. It always goes on the right side of the tile. I'm looking this up just in case because, I don't know, one day I'm going to be able, yeah, it goes on the right side of the tile. One day I'm going to have that whole thing just memorized in my head, but today is not that day. So I'm going to have to go to the next core city tile, or, yeah, right, core city tile, see what it is. It's red. So it's a blue-red city. There we go. Red, blue. Not the best, not the worst. Don't mind it. I will put that garrison out during the break. We do have a monastery, which I definitely like to see. The advanced action that goes into the unit offer right away is Swift Bolt. I'm going to put a die there. I will very likely try to get around there to burn that monastery down to get an artifact. And I have 1 more point of movement. I'm going to explore here. And again, exploring only costs me 1. Nice. This is This is good. This gives me some options. I have a dragon I can kill, a little bit of the ruins. I'll do a mage tower. Yeah, like this makes me feel a little bit more confident. Let me move this down. That's a nice setup. You know, assuming I can get what I need to kill that dragon. We'll see what it is. I don't know why I'm going into the cities. I don't need a city garrison right now. I just really wanted to touch that bag, I guess. The ruins here is, oh, that's nice. Draconum and a monster for 2 artifacts. That's going to be a little bit too far out of my way, I think. But this trio, lots of fame, spell, artifact. I think that's nice. Oh, I never put a dragon out on the blue city tile. So this dragon is the storm dragon. The dragon on the other core tile is the ice dragon. Of course it is. Ugh, that's really bad. Oh, and of course the ice dragon is ice resistant, so I can't use chilling stare on it. So that is a bit of a damper on the parade. I don't know why. It's like my fingers are magnets to the ice dragon. I just pull it all the time. And the Mage Tower is going to be face down because it is night. I can reduce its attack. The ice dragon. I can reduce its attack by 1 with this. Then I have block 5, which is not enough. Ooh. Block 2. Block 4. He's just got physical resistance too, so I'm gonna need 14 attack. Oh, it's so bad. It's really bad. Type lose all attack abilities, but now it's color. Yeah, that paralyze is nasty. Right, ruins should not have been revealed yet. Thank you. We got on the plus side, you have 2 rounds of release recruit. Kindertune, hey Greg, good luck with the game today. Hope you have fun. Thanks, dude. Ruins should not be revealed yet. I appreciate that. So I'll pretend I didn't see it. That is not the best combo for sure. There was also a dragon buddy next to the city. Ruins should be revealed only next day. Thank you. Yeah, Borgage description was on it too. You guys are like Johnny on the spot. I love it. I I don't remember what this last card is, but I have so many things I love about this, and I'm still gonna be short. I'm gonna need 5. I'm gonna need 10 block and 14 attack. I have no elemental attack. None. And by none, I mean none. So if I do this next turn, that's block 4. I'm gonna have a better shot at doing this next turn, which is really unfortunate. Well, I'll be drawing 6 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kill that dragon early next turn. That's like really the only thing I can do. So that's the end of my turn. I'm just gonna waste that 1 mana. I will be drawing my last card because I'm still adjacent to my keep. It's promise. All of a sudden, this card's looking amazing. it's like, oh, I can get fire block. Oh, I never wanted diplomacy as bad as I do this very moment. This magic moment. Crane declares end of round. I can't do anything. But Daniel does make a good point. I could get here and hopefully recruit an elite unit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try to keep the guardsmen around, but I definitely see that. We'll see what the units are. I mean, it might not be a bad idea for considering I'm next to the keep. I reduce by 1, but then I still need 14 attack. And that I don't want to use all my red crystals. So I'm pretty, one of the advantages of having kind of a garbage countryside though, Taz, I am so close to the city. So I do have 2 rounds to try to figure this out. So that's not a bad idea though. It's like just, hey, reducing the attack. Guardsmen are goodbye, which is one of the reasons I like them though, because they do absorb 5 points of damage. So they get paralyzed, great, but then I just need to figure out the attack. I just know I have no elemental attack, which is bad. That's where like flame wave, ritual attack, all that stuff would come into play. We are going into the day, so now I'll flip this act. Oh, act surprised. Hey, look at it. 2 artifacts for a monster and a dragon. And then this flips over too because I'm adjacent. It's the illusionists. Again, they're attacking. They're doing a summoned attack with a monster enemy. They have 3 physical block. Yeah, Ritual Attack isn't my favorite card ever, but it works pretty well with Blitz. Again, there's not that many rounds, and getting that elemental attack could be really, really nice. But again, I'm not leveling up for a while anyway, so we still got to get to we still got to get to level 5 before I worry about level 6. So, new unit offer. It's going to be Altum Mages. Cannot recruit them in a keep. We have the Peasants. We have, Amhotep Gunners. We can recruit them in a keep. Don't hate that. That range fire attack 6 is really nice. This goes away. This gets added to Krang's deck. This is going to come over here. It's Intimidate. This goes here. It's Ice Shield. We get a blue crystal to Krang's inventory. These go down. This goes over. Done. Underground travel. Alright. Reroll this. Reduce dragon's attack by kill you. Right, kill health Utum. Yeah. Wait, why would you have not have one more turn? I would have had one more turn, but I wasn't going to do anything with it. Like, I didn't have the cards in my hand to, like, actually kill that dragon, and I didn't feel like backing up. There was, like, no reason, so I'm just going to stay where I am and hope for some magic in my hand to be in this round. And you should show us all who protects this damn blue-red city. Yes, we'll get the garrison out right now, sir. Rolling those 4 dice. It is a blue and then 3 non-basic. Have to re-roll the 3. 2 reds and a black. They keep rolling blacks during the day and golds during the night. It's a super effective recipe to not have the mana you want, kids. So that's fine. So yeah, let's talk about this garrison. So we're going to have a level 6 red city garrison combined with a level 6 blue city garrison. And that should be a definitely nightmare. Nightmarish garrison for us, but we'll see how this goes. Obviously, what I want to do this turn, ideal turn for me right now, is I kill the dragon, I conquer the mage tower, I recruit the Amhotep Gunners. Well, I kill the dragon, recruit the Amhotep Gunners, defeat that, and maybe even take care of that monastery and get an artifact. That's going to be a lot, but I feel frisky. I think we got a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18 is correct. Is this day 2 or day 3? This is day 2. We have 2 more rounds, sir. All right. Red City Garrison is going to be 2 monsters. It's like a monster, just different. Actually, this is TMI and whatever, but we have a good friends of ours. They have a kid who just every ER word he just says air. So now I have this annoying habit of talking like a 3-year-old, which is great. So, I love my friends' kids. They're fun. All right, those 2 go down there. So we got 2 Mage Tower garrisons. So this is the Red City Garrison. Again, when they combine with the Blue City Garrison, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where they originate. It's like all the same. So I'll just reveal them all at once, actually. The level 6 Blue City Garrison is just 1 more Mage Tower garrison, and then we have 2 City Garrisons. So it's only 7 enemies, not awful. And we'll see how much elemental attack we're up against, because of course one of these is going to be the Amhotep Freezers, because that's how this goes. So we have the Crypt Worm. They are double fortified, so we will have to block them, and if we don't block them, they're attacking with Brutal, so that's not great. The other monster is the Gargoyle. Again, adding Brutal to an attack of a 5, and they are physically resistant. We're definitely looking at Flame Wave would be huge right now. All right, another physical resistance here. We have the Ice Golems. They have Paralyzed. That's going to be coming in at a 4, so that's rough. They have physical resistance and ice resistance. And again, an ice attack of a 2, which becomes an ice attack of a 4, as I already said. The Sorcerers have an attack of a 6 with Poison and Assassin. We have the other Illusionist, and then the City Garrison, the Amhotep Gunners. That's going to be a fire attack of an 8. And we have the Legionnaires. These aren't the Legionnaires. This is the Altum. Those are Altum Guardians. They are resistant to friggin' everything. Only attacking with the 5 though. But again, that would also gain the Brutal trait. So it's an interesting combo. It's like when you have both the red and the blue city, it's not like you can get lucky, right? If you have the blue city and you pull nothing but physical attacks, it's like, oh, who cares? If you have the red city and you get nothing but elemental attacks, it's like, oh, who cares? When you have both, it's like, uh-oh, we're in trouble. Every attack is going to be augmented in some way that is calculated to be bad for us. I'm going to draw 5+1 because I'm still adjacent to my keep, so we get a rage, a swiftness, a march, a rage, and a stamina. Oosh. I'm going to take a rethink because I'm going to hopefully get some stronger cards. I'll take the 2 rages. I don't have a white. Oh man, because if I can get like a mana draw, because I need 14 attack. Attack, plus a bunch of block. These aren't helpful. I'm going to draw 3 more cards. Let me see what the tactic is going to be for Krang. He gets 5. Done. I mean, I could have just taken Great Start, but now at least I have the advantage of going first, and this way I get 1 extra card because I'm getting rid of 3 to draw 3 more. And the fact that I know these aren't in my deck's pretty rich in cards I want to see. Chilling Stare again's not super helpful. Tranquility. Mana draw. Awful. Wow. That could have been better. Then shuffle my discard pile back into my deed deck. And I am going to need... Oh, I drew 1 more card. Shoot. I should have drawn 1 more card. What was the... it doesn't matter. I mean, it's impossible to figure. What are the 3 cards I took out? It was a stamina, a march, and a swiftness, right? Yeah, I should have had 1 more card in my deck because I'm still adjacent to my keeps. I only drew 5. So this is the only right way to do that is, I think. Alright, now what? What's the 6 card? 1 with the land, then these get shuffled in. Alright, kill the dragon, rescue the princess, take the... Wait, nice, good pace. Yeah, this will be tricky. It's always going to be tricky. It will always going to be tricky to be fair, for sure. Your next year keep, your hand limit to 6. Thanks, board game. Got there. Got there a little slow, but we got there. I think I have to spend Tranquility to get 2 more cards and just hope for something, man. Like, now, mana draw, this gives me attack 8, right? So let me think about that. The reality is, yeah, I think it's looking more and more likely that the Utham Guardsmen are just done. Like, I don't think I can save them. I will miss them. I will miss them terribly. But it's just not meant to be. Because that's 8. How am I getting to 14? Like, that's still the issue. I mean, that's 11. 12, 13, 14. Great. And then I have very little attack left in my deck. I will be leveling up, though, so I can get ritual attack. Alright, I'm first. I have to move this forward. I can't just keep dawdling here. So, no dawdling. I'm going to use my skill to get a green to get Tranquility, to draw 2 cards, and I'll take a red as well. So I might not actually need to use mana draw this turn. Drawing 2 more cards. Oh, movement. It's exactly what I wanted. Woo! That's so bad. All right, we're attacking the dragon. I'm reducing his attack by 1. He's gonna give me 5 points of damage. Bye-bye, Utham Guardsman. I will never forget all the good times we had. Now I need 14 physical attack. That's 4. That's 8. That's 11. That's 12. 13. Chilling Stare. I want that for the influence. 14. Done. I get 2 points of fame, or 2 points of reputation. I get 8 points of fame, so I go from 18 to 26. I jump to 27. I roll this. It's gold. I get another shield. So now I draw up to 7. Alright, 1, 2, 3, That's 5 cards in my deck. Hand 6 and 7. What's it? 3 points of movement into there. That will work. You're next to your keep. You're handling them to 6. Yep. Not saving them, deliberately killing them is kind of different though. Yep. Well, I I wasn't saving them. I wasn't saving killing them for later. To be more precise in my use of language here. These tactics can go away. Krang, green, white, blue, 2 more. So I went through 5 cards. It is up to 13. I want to go become the proud owner of some Amhotep Gunners. And oh, I could also potentially think about getting the Thugs too. I actually kind of like the Thugs. I mean, it's annoying to have to spend 2 influences to get them to take some damage, but I have some strong influence cards here. So it's just going to need to move 2 to get in. Yeah, let me do it this way. So I'm going to spend your Druidic Paths. It's moved 2. The cost of reduced to go in there is reduced by 1. Now, how much influence can I actually get here? We are going to get 5 influence from Chilling Stare. That's another 5 influence from Threaten. I'm at a modified value of 0, and I could use improvisation. I could get influence 13, and I could get both of those guys, and I think that's just a super efficient way to do it. 5, 10. Just haven't had white the entire time. Oh, I could. Nah, I need that blue. I hate using improvisation here. That move 5 could be really huge. I have Blood Rage, which should allow me to take that out pretty easily. And if I have the Gunners, that will give me some. I mean, these will give me some opportunities. They won't help me in the Monastery. So if I save Blood Rage for the Monastery, these guys will be really helpful to kill those dudes. And if I pick up Flame Wave, that will also help. So I'll have ways to get attack back. I'm more worried about getting the movement. I mean, that's 6 movement just to get back in there. So I might save the improvisation. I have this red there, so that's move 5 for sure. So if I do that, that's influence 13. I think that makes the most sense. Hold on to improvisation because it gives me the most flexibility. Still have this. It lets me save the gold and the source too. I like it. So influence 13, Gunners, Thugs. Who were those? The Amhotep who? The guardsmen who? Like, sorry guys, they gone not that long, but the seat was still warm, and the Gunners were like, hey, thank you, I will take that warm seat. So I'm rolling this. I lose a reputation because of threaten, and we are done. Let's see what we can do about sieging both of those by the end of this round, and then just hopefully being set up for next turn. We'll need a very strong artifact for sure. So we're going to get up to our hand limit, which is 6 plus 1 because of the keep. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So not a lot of cards, that is for sure. But I think we'll be able to work this out. It's going to be a little tricky. So Krang, 1, 2, 3. It's white. My turn. I definitely want to get there this turn. That is, no, that's a swamp, so that's a move 7. That's not even a, I was thinking that was a wastelands. Nope. That's a full-blown swamp, kids. Which does mean improvisation, saving that was pretty important. So here's move 7 with concentration, using improvisation, discarding a swiftness. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to hold on to crystallize. Yeah, I like you crystallize, but desperate times here. So move 7, going into this mage tower because I need a strong spell for sure. That's going to give me a loss of reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. I am going to need, I don't have any siege attack, so we're pulling the enemy. I have a ton of block available to me though, so we should be okay here. Oh. You can't make this up. That's really bad. It's a werewolf, so I need 14 points of a block, or I'm taking 3 wounds. I think I'm taking 3 wounds. Oh, that's so stupid. Sure. I will give. Do I have to? I don't have 2 points of influence. I can't even. Well, I could spend the thug's influence to wound them, which has become like another favorite thing for me to do, and I just got 1 wound in my hand. That's probably smart. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the influence. I influence the thugs influence themselves to take a wound. Awesome. Then I take 1 wound to my hand because there's no way I'm getting 14 points of block, which is just really grotesque. That's out. Now I need 6 points of non. Um, Even if I reduce its attack by 1, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, we're good. I need 6 points of physical attack. I'm going to use the Amenhotep Gunners. I'm going to get another point of attack from that. So 6 points of physical attack. I don't even need to use a red. Again, the Gunners are not going to help me in the monastery, so I might as well use them here. Where they're like, I won't kill the monks in the monastery, but I will absolutely kill the monk-like things in the mage tower next door, which is totally fine. So these guys are dead. That's 4 fame. It gets to 31. To get my reward, Flame Wave, how you doing? These come down. Done. Yikes. This is going to go here. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is now just 6. I am not adjacent to my keep anymore, so that doesn't trigger anymore. Krang, 1, 2, 3. It's a white. My turn. I'm going to move to a swiftness. Intimidate doesn't make much sense to get. So I am going to try to burn down the monastery. I lose 3 reputation. 1, 2, 3. Down to -3. Not recruiting anything anyway. And should be able to get into level 6 and get another advanced action, which is clutch. So, whew, don't be awful. Alright, it is an Ice Mage. Ice Mage is attacking with an ice attack of a 5. I can get a fire block 7. Don't mind if I do. Now I just need 6 physical attack. Flame Wave comes in huge, so that's 1 point of attack. That is... trying to see if I can avoid the wound from Blood Rage. Ah, yeah, I don't need it. So it's 1 point of attack from this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of physical attack. Totally killed the Ice Mages. We get 5 fame, 31 to 36, plus 1 because I went up a level. So I didn't need to take the wound from Blood Rage, which is nice. This gets re-rolled. That's a red. These come here. And now I get my reward and a level up. So artifacts, make them good! Oh! That's really not what I was hoping for. We get a diamond ring, which I'll take it, I guess. And the endless bag of gold. Yeah, the plus, even if I get rid of the +3 fame, that's not going to do anything for me. This goes away. This is burned down. So diamond ring for the win, I guess. Out. And then we do my level up. Let's look at my next 2 skills. Shamanic Ritual is looking fairly good right now, but I definitely want Ritual Attack, so hopefully I get something better. Shapeshifter has to be it. Once in a turn, I can use a basic action card that gives move, attack, or block, and I get the same amount of another. I did play this wrong in a playthrough a long time ago that someone pointed out. I used a advanced action for that. It has to be a basic action. That goes away. This comes out, and Ritual Attack. Thank you very much. I have no idea what my chances are in the next round, but I don't love them. Not gonna lie. So, done. Krang's turn. 1, 2, and 3. My turn. I'm gonna play Diamond Ring. Get a white crystal. Get a white mana. Just put it right back. Get +1 fame. That's done. And Krang's turn. 1, 2, 3. It's red. He's going to declare end of round next turn. I'm declaring end of round this turn. You should roll. Going back to your keep is not a bad plan. Only 7 points of move. Oh, because I could go here. And then I get the +1 card draw. I see that. definitely see that. But I didn't have the move there, but it could make some sense. We'll see what I draw. Shapeshift does mean, holding onto a movement card might not be the worst idea, but if I end up with like Druidic Paths, I can get there in 6 points a move. Yeah, I don't hate it. We'll see what I draw. I mean, the other option is if I get a lot of influence, I can move the 5 into here, maybe get another spell. War One's going to be gone, but Chill isn't terrible. Lethal Chill's even better. I don't love Underground Attack, although this ranged fire attack 6 might be able to use some there. I mean, having the diamond ring helps. I'll have an unlimited supply of black, so trying to get another spell might not be the worst idea here. It all depends on what the starting hand is, for sure. I think I have to take Sparing Power just to go for a big turn, which does mean Crane will be going first, which I don't love. But Crane gets a white. Let's see what this next spell is. How much do I want you? Oh, Meditation. I like Meditation a lot. I don't know if it's worth going too nuts for it, though. This gets added to the deck. It's a green. This goes away. There are no more advanced actions in the unit offer. Explosive Bolt gets added to the advanced action offer. Ultimate Mages are gone. We get the Defana Masters. The regular unit is the Magic Familiars. Next elite is the Sorcerers. Ooh. Sorcerers could be a pretty significant upgrade to the Thugs. Sure. And then we get the Utham Swordsman. That's remember my reputation's in the trash after sieging the magic. I lose another reputation because I use that influence 4. Yeah, so I would everything is a 5-point surcharge in trying to get anything. Yikes. Alright, I'm going to reset the source. It's a white, a gold, a black, and a red. That is 50% basic, so that's legit. This comes back here. I'm drawing my opening hand. Diamond Ring, Flame Wave, Concentration, Blood Rage, and Rage, and finally Improvisation. I have like no siege attack. The only bit of siege attack I have is gonna be that ritual attack. I mean, right now, as far as block, I mean, these guys can absorb 15 points of damage, so that's not awful. But remember, everything here is souped up. Definitely don't want to waste the fire block. These 3 are physical resistance. That's the thing. The Altum Guardians also have physical resistance, but they have all resistances, so pretty much can't combine them with anything. We put the physical attacks down here and the non-physical up here. I think that's the best way to do this. And then we have the summoner, and obviously we already pulled a werewolf, so it means I'm gonna definitely pull the other one, because that's what I do. Alright. I think we're in trouble. Pretty much everyone who has misplayed Tezla has misplayed that skill with the basic versus advanced action card. Yeah. It's a weird nuance. I get it. I just don't see the point. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It seems like one of those rules, like, you could have probably just said any action card, really, but what do I know? I mean, there's so many powers that are like, quasi game breaking that it's like, it's funny, like, it's like, Vlada was like, I'm drawing the line at this one. We're gonna make sure that this one doesn't do anything, but it has to be a basic, cannot be advanced. Great. So Krang's inventory is really balanced. So you're looking at 4 or 5 cards every time. I mean, so if we're looking at math, I mean, I have like 6 turns. This is probably going to need a couple of rounds. you know, ideally I get in there, I try to do it, and if I just they're all fortified. There isn't a single one of them that doesn't have fortifications, and I just don't have a lot of. I just don't have the siege attack. Do not have the siege attack. Who's got fire resistance? Oh, so the Ultimate Guardian is the only ones with fire resistance. Yeah, a big attack with the flame wave would be huge. Huge. I have no movement, so like getting back to here to get that +1 card probably makes no sense. I'd be burning some big cards to do it. I pretty much have to hold on to these two. Oh, yeah, I hate that. I'd have to do that to get back here, then a move 2. So I'm burning up a rage just to do it. There is a black at the source, so maybe, and I only have one spell, so maybe I don't need the endless supply of black. I just take the white crystal and be happy with it. And I have these 2 mana, so maybe that's the card I play. Do that and that. I don't know. I have no white spells. I'm not getting any more spells. My reputation's too bad. Do want a heal card to. I have 2 of them, which is nice. It's one of the nice things about Braevalar. So I'm taking Sparing Power. I think that's really the only obvious choice right here. Trying to get a big hand. Krang's going to go first. We'll get a sense of his tempo. He's got 19 cards in his deck, so there's a red, there's a green, there's a white. So 15 cards left in the deck. How works the stronger effect of explosive bolt? Does every killed enemy reduce the next enemy health only by 1, or does every enemy reduce his health by amount of enemies killed? Um, so there's definitely a lot of FAQ in this on Board Game Geek. It's for every enemy killed, one other enemy gets -1. I think you can divide that up as you want. So if you kill 3 enemies in the range attack phase, um, or if you kill 3 enemies with that attack, then you could like reduce another enemy's armor by 3, or you can reduce 3 different enemies armor by 1 each, or you can reduce um like 1 enemy by 2 and 1 by 1. I think that's how that works, but I could be wrong on that. I'm sure that's going to be in the compendium. My turn. So sparing power. Using this rage is super bad. The improvisation just gives me that block 5, which I really like. But improvisation is also, when you only have 6 cards in your hand, it's kind of hard to use well. That's for sure. So let me get Diamond Ring out of my hand. I only have 1 spell. I have access to all black there, and I hate doing it, but I don't think I have a better option. So I'm going to get a white crystal and a white mana, but the white mana, and who cares? And I got the 1 fame, and then I will try to get back to my keep. With this rage, I use this red, gets me here. And I'm going to roll. Like, yeah, only 6 cards, and having to discard 1 for improvisation makes that card really hard to use well. I draw up the 3 more cards. Druidic Paths, Swiftness, and my last Rage. So all my attack cards are in my hand. Not all of them. A lot of them. Swiftness, having the 2 whites are nice because now I actually get some attack with Swiftness, but that assumes I don't get knocked out, which is going to be no small feat for sure. Did not get any of my heal cards, which makes me worried, and I could just be putting them under there with sparing power, which also makes me worried. So, Krang, 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, so 2 more. He's down to 10 cards. I'm going to play Druidic Paths to move here. Next to my keep, that's my turn. Oh, sparing power. That's my turn. I draw 2. 1 mana draw and a wound. Ugh. Just not Not drawing the magic. Manager could be huge. Could rest with swiftness. Krang, green, red, green. So went through 13 cards, has 6 left. So I, no matter how you cut it, have 3 turns. Yeah, it's rough. I don't think this is coming together. No siege attack. I'm gonna just do a rest action, drop swiftness and a wound. I do sparing power anyway though, because this is a turn, and then I drop the 7 again. If an influence card and ritual attack. Oh, that's helpful. I need to throw away a green card though to get siege attack. I don't think I'm gonna survive the block phase. Krang, 1, 2, 3. It's a green. I have to move now, see what's up, because I'm gonna need to take a turn where I can rest and then try to have one more chance at it. So I'm gonna get rid of sparing power. Gives me 10 cards. Do I have a heal card in here? Of course I do not. I do not. All right, let's figure out some math. I don't think this is gonna work out. Especially, I was not able to heal my thug, so my 2 healing cards are both in the bottom 5 cards of my deck, which is a wee bit unfortunate. But we move 2 and hope for the best. I lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. I'm in here. I'm going to get rid of all these tokens that are not part of this garrison because they just are going to get in the way. And let me move all these suckers down here actually, so I can get a better sense of what the heck's going on without having to strain my little eyes. If I trashed a green card, I can get a siege fire attack 3. I'd have to trash concentration. I really don't want to do. Because I have another green, but I think I have to, unfortunately. So, siege fire, because the monster, again, the monster's attack is going to be increased. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to hold on to that. So, siege fire attack 3, that kills the illusionist. Done. Right? Yeah, so I threw away concentration. How to Play This Game Poorly by Greg. I have this, this, and this. I can reduce attacks. Okay, we'll see. So if I figure out this attack, so that's an ice attack of a 4 with paralyzed. I could put that on the crossbowman, and they would just go bye-bye. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. But just in case, that would be 2 wounds to that would knock me out. But that would be 2 wounds to my hand if I was doing it that way. This is a fire attack 8 with brutal, so that's 16 points of damage. That's awesome. That is going to be 6 wounds to my hand. So that's a problem. I could assign half of that to the Amatep Gunners, so I could take advantage of their block. We have the Sorcerers have 6 points of damage, but it has brutal now, so 12 points of damage. So that's 4 wounds plus 4 to my discard pile. I'm not going to be really that worried about that. We get 10 points of damage from the gargoyles if I don't block them, so that's 4 wounds. We get 10 points of damage from the guardians if I don't block them, so that's 4 wounds. And we get 12 points of damage from the cryptworm, so that's 4 wounds if I don't block them. So I guess we're going to have to try to block. So, because that's a lot of brutal. Alright. If I get block 5 with the gunners, I use that for that. I get rid of either the gargoyles or the Amatep Gunners. I know that I'm going to want to use this for a blue and a red. And I'm going to use the red on Flame Wave. And we also have a black. So that I know for sure, and hopefully I don't get knocked out, so I can at least use that to give myself a tiniest of chances. I'm going to use mana draw for sure, just kind of laying out my hand. I can turn this to red and get 2 more red mana, because I'm going to want to use that on Blood Rage, but that's a wound. So I'm going to want to keep track of that. And this Rage. And this blue is going to go on Determination. So Determination block 5, I can get rid of the 4 wounds from the Ultim Guardians. So Determination is going to block that. I killed the Illusionists. Who did I block 5 with? I blocked the Gargoyles with the Gunners. Six points. That's the worst. I don't. Chilling Stare would have made a huge difference. Huge difference for sure. Cannot use Influence as block, so that's a little bit limited there. I'm just going to take too many wounds. Because even if I assign these 4 points of damage to the crossbowman, it's just not going to work. That's 6 wounds. Ah, it's so bad. Yep, I think we're done. I just don't. I mean, I got 2 points of block over here. Oh, I could use this attack as block. That's an idea. I take a wound from Blood Rage. I don't actually use the mana draw. And I use the mana draw to get a second die from the source. No, that was white. Yeah, I needed that. I'll still use the mana draw. If I turn this into 9 block, but it costs me a wound, does that help? It's not a basic card. What am I doing? I turn this, that's a basic card. I turn that into 4 block. Does that help? I almost just did it. We talked about this. Next, Daniel was on it, dude. As I remember, you had this effect during the whole battle, not only during one phase. Oh yeah, cool. So, I left for like 10 minutes and everyone's everywhere. Oh yeah, that's about how this works. That would be block 6. So I could block that dude. That, but I'm just gonna be shy with this dude then. It just doesn't matter. 4. Oh, it's so close. It's so frustrating. Block 6. That's only a block 4. What's up, Amon? How are you, man? I can only use this for 1 card, too. If I don't use Blood Rage for the wound, 4. Yeah, I needed to use Mana Draw to get a second die from the source. Try it this way, actually. I think this might work. If I power this, use Shapeshifter on this, so I don't power Mana Draw at all. So I'd have this over here, and this was a gold. Someone could tell me what the source was. I kind of forget, but I know I had 2 white crystals. So that was a 3. This is 4, 5. I'm going to be at 5 and 5. I can get 5 block and 5 block. I cannot get up to. And I need one of those to be a 6. Because I can use the other one to reduce an attack. I can't reduce the attack of the sorcerers. So if I have this block 6 over here, this black 5, I reduce his attack by 1. This goes away. And then I just have these. I just need block 6 on the sorcerers, and I'm just going to be one card shy. And I can only use I can't use a shapeshifter on Blood Rage. Oh wait, I'm a million block shy. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's only going to be block 3. Oh no, wait. Yeah. Oh, here we go. This will work. Block 3 with the shapeshifter, 4, 5, 6. And then I just have those wounds, which I could assign to those guys. Oh, okay. I think we survived. I don't think we're going to win, but I think we worked this out. So, review. I blocked the gargoyles with the armor of gunners straight up. Their wounds are gone. I killed the illusionist. That's fine. I blocked the Ultim Guardians with determination. That's fine. I'm not going to block the ice golems. I blocked the sorcerers with shapeshifter. Turned the range attack 3 into a move 3. And then played these 3 cards sideways. That's block 6. The sorcerers are blocked. And I blocked the crit run by reducing their attack by 1. And then I blocked them with the Utham crossbowman, which is block 3. The rage, which is block 4, 5. And then again, I reduced their attack by 1. So they're blocked. Right? Right. Crossbows can also block. Yep. Not been playing any Mage Knight or Spirit Island recently, trying to get back into it. Been playing some Gloomhaven though. Yeah, Gloomhaven's great. You have 1 spare block on the Gunners. Not sure if that would help, but could make a difference. Difficult and hard. Alright, cool. So everything's blocked. I'm going to assign this wound with Paralyzed to the Utham Crossbowman. It's 4 points of damage again because the Blue City enhances, so they're out. And then I have these 6 wounds to assign. I'm going to assign. I have 8 points of damage. 6 points of damage goes to the Gunners. They're wounded. And then the other 12 points of damage gives me 4 wounds. And I somehow am still standing. Alright, now we're going to do a giant flame wave attack. 4 wounds on my hand. I had to use everything to block everything and not get knocked out. I used all my skills at least once. And we'll clean the rest of it up later. So we have 7 enemies. Flame Wave is still in my hand, so that's going to give me a fire attack 5 plus 14. So I'm doing a fire attack 14 because I'm facing 7. Oh, I'm only facing 6 enemies. I'm sorry, because I killed the 1. So it's a fire attack 5 plus 12. So fire attack 17. Fire attack 17 is enough to wipe out the ice golems, the Alhamata gunners. Of course, the math is going to be super, like, not great. And I think I have to take out the gargoyles too. I have no other elemental attack. That's wasting a lot, but I don't think I have another choice. Because I'm only using 14 points of attack with that, but I'll level up. Is there elemental attack in there? There's an ice block. Sure. Yeah, it get rid of everyone with physical resistance other than the Ultim Guardians. Obviously, they're going to be a huge issue, but I get rid of the Amulet Gunners because their attack is absolutely vicious. The Golems and the Guardians because the Gargoyles. So even if I got rid of the Sorcerers, then I would need 8 points of attack to kill the Gargoyles. So it's just better to waste some of the Flame Wave to wipe these 3 out. That gives me a total of 11, 16 fame. That gets me from 39 up to 55 plus 1. That gets me to 56. That gives me another shield. Doesn't really matter, but here we are. I get kicked out, come back here. I have 4 wounds in my hand, no other cards at all. My skills come back, that one's used up. This gets rolled, it's a red. These are used. And I draw up to my hand limit of 7. because I'm still next to my keep. So 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, chilling stare could pay some dividends. Here are our 3 enemies left. Krang's gonna go 1, 2. He's gonna declare end of round next round. End of round next turn. I'm gonna have not enough attack. And yeah, the fact that you can't use, I wish Shapeshifter allowed you to use Influence as blocker attack. It would make a big difference. But I'll use Crystallize because I can get the. You can use, yeah, I can use a special card even when I'm resting, and then I'm going to rest. I'm going to drop Threaten and these 4 wounds, and I think I actually still have a wound in my deck. Oh, there's my 2 healing cards. It's fine. Crane goes. He declares in the round. I will move to, and I mean, yeah, it's not even worth figuring this out. I can't even get 6 attack. I could get 1. I can get 5 attack. I can probably wipe out the sorcerers or the crypt worm and manage not to get knocked out here. But all 3 of those attack have brutal, so it just wasn't meant to be. So that is what it is. That's a tough challenge. Megapolis is like kind of a ridiculous blitz thing to do. No, Kevin says Flame Wave can increase the damage by 2 per enemy. Yeah, yeah. I think it's only working for block. No, Flame Wave is huge. It's a huge card. So it's, but the problem is you really need to be able to hold on some other cards. I just didn't have a single siege attack that would have made that somewhat workable. I mean, even if I could have, if I had 1 less enemy to block and I have blood, if I had Blood Rage and I make that 9, right? That would have been enough to wipe out, because I could have divvied out things differently, and I could have, you wipe out 1 or maybe even 2 more of these, depending on how that math worked out. But it just wasn't going to work with what I have. I just didn't have enough artifacts. Getting the diamond ring was not the most useful. I mean, you really are going to look for something like Sword of Justice, or yeah, those are bad. Horn of Wrath would have been huge. One of the Fate of the Banner of Command. The Sorcerers, I think, really could have done some things. The Sorcerers, I had enough range attack. If I had something that I could have gotten rid of, Scythe Fortifications, that could have been really helpful. But again, these 2 are both double fortified anyway, and the Sorcerers themselves would have been hard to really mess with too much, although even Arcane Immunity doesn't protect against loss of Scythe Fortifications. But it was fun. Braevalar is an interesting little character. Just not a lot to work with in this countryside. I mean, I had 1 chance to get a +1, +1 card. So I could have had +2 cards. I mean, that might have paid off if I had kind of let the terrain come out differently. Put this up there, siege that. Maybe went for a big hand strategy. Could have been interesting. But I didn't see any dungeons. The first Mage Tower I saw was there. That dragon was... Ideally, I had an easier dragon, and I could have conquered that in the first night, because that dragon was so brutal. Maybe even gone up there, done that ruins. That ruins actually had some possibilities for me, but it just really didn't really work out the way it is, and used every point of block I could just to manage to get 1 big attack with Flame Wave. So it's fun. I haven't used Flame Wave in a while, so that made me happy. Your deck simply not have enough damage in it. Happens. Oh yeah, no doubt. Awesome playthrough. You'll get them next time. Thank you for the stream. No doubt. Thank you, Nishad. Good to see you in here. So, these higher levels, I mean, sometimes it doesn't come together, but that's why I just love the puzzle. I love the fact that you can kind of, so many times where I feel like I'm screwed, and then you still find a way to work it out. That's like my favorite part about this game. And I think, that Spirit Island's the only one that really comes close, where you're like, we're not going to win. And then you somehow do it anyway. It's kind of really cool moments that way. But look out for 2 weeks. Excuse me. Need to clear my throat. Try not to do that in the camera or in the mic. 2 weeks from now, we are, as I just do it again. I will fine myself, guys. $5 fine. I'll put it in a $5 bucket for my wife, clearly. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with Dawn of the Zeds, level 5. Don't even know what I have coming up with Maze Night, but at least once a month. It seems like once a month I'll be getting Maze Night on the channel. There are a couple of new to the channel games I'm excited about. Look out for Anachrony. Look out for Cloudspire. look out. Anachrony is not my copy, by the way. I'm borrowing it from a friend who was kind enough to lend it to me for a while, so that's been really nice. But yeah, look out for Cloudspire. I got a Too Many Bones video coming out on Sunday. I'm sure all y'all will be so sick of Too Many Bones by the time we get to Sunday, as the campaign, the latest Game Found campaign, finishes off, and we get to. It looks like they're gonna get to 3 million, which is bananas, man. Good for those guys. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. That was brutal. Gave it your all. So fun to watch. Thanks, Silver Fear, to try to make it entertaining. I hope you all enjoy my utter demise. I know Daniel does. The only thing that would have made this better for Daniel is if I pulled a Manticore. he, if a Manticore was in that red city, he would have been really happy with that for sure. But Braevalar stuff. I mean, Braevalar's starting deck. If I had got even just the extra heal, I mean, not even that 3 block from the thugs could have been huge. And because again, I had to play. Think about the cards I played sideways. If I get that extra 3 block, that allows me to hold on to Blood Rage at minimum, and then another 2 cards. So the fact that both my heal cards are at the bottom of my deck was super unlucky, because I only needed to heal one. That's one of these real things I really like about the thugs. That if you do spend the 2 influence to wound them, it's just that 1 point of heal that you need, and all of a sudden they're back, and it's like, oh, nice. So that could have been really, really helped. But I think Daniel was right though. In the end, I just didn't have the damage potential on my deck. So my last game I had around 80 combined range siege attack of various elements with mass explosion play. Wow. Took a level 22 Megapolis, no one's taken. Yeah, dude. Sometimes, man, when it comes, it's so nice. Looking forward to dot 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 question mark. Yeah, Anachrony. I'll tell you what, like I like Anachrony a lot. I get it. Um, I think if I'm gonna play games under that Yuri like category, like Gaia Project still really surpasses it by a pretty wide margin. But I think I got to give it a couple more plays. But I just feel like the end of that game gets so constrained. It's like you spend 5 eras or 4 eras like building out your thing, getting your buildings, and just when I want my engine to really start humming, all of a sudden the impact happens, and like it's like, oh wait, like there's only 2 construction spots now. There's only 2 research spots. There's only 2 recruit spots, and it's like, like I want to do more. I want the game to get more expansive, and it just gets really closed down on you really, really quick, in a way that I don't love. Not gonna lie. Warlord Drake, hi Greg, I'm at work again. Any chance to upload live M key on live Mage Night on Tuesdays? Probably not. Wednesday works well for me and the missus, but I appreciate that. I am thinking about maybe going back to 6 o'clock. It does seem like the streams are a little bit less, but I'm assuming people are back at work and stuff. So I went earlier though, because people like Daniel, who are obviously across the pond, so to speak, from where I'm at, and I know it's just, that 6 o'clock hours is brutal for the European crowd, and the rest of I say European, but not trying to not only Europe, obviously, but obviously a lot of gamers over in the UK and Germany and such. Guy has been a surprise hit here. Yeah, Guy is great, and Daniel, I think you'll really appreciate it. The more you like figure out just how different all the factions are, and how to win. I'm finally at the point with Gaia that I'm starting to win, not doing the economic track, and like that's been a big. Like I really enjoy that, because like I just felt like how am I gonna have a chance? I'm gonna go the economic track, and now I'm just kind of playing with different strategies and figuring out how to make it work, and it's a really nice deep system that I really really like. Paul came in late, rough ending. Can't wait for level 5 Zeds. Yeah, hopefully, I don't Greg all over the place with like rolling 2s and 3s. I'm sure that's gonna happen. We are generally not into the more pure Euros, but this just works. Yeah, yeah, I hear that. Now, guys, I'm kind of the same. Like, I mean, I'll play like some Euros here and there, and like that's fine. It is what it is. Like they scratch a certain itch, but Gaia like stands out for me. There's just something about that game. Those tech tracks are great. They're just candy. Like every time you move up, it's like, hey, I get something else. Oh, I get something else. Ooh, I get something else. Like, thank you. From Europe here, nice. Just in case if I ever happen to be in the USA, I will challenge you, so prepare for that. Oh, dude, if anyone's ever in Philly, man, like hook me up. There's a couple of really good board game cafes, and would be happy to head out for a night of gaming. That'd be super fun. But trying to think anything else to share. I don't know. No, pretty much. Anachrony has been the latest thing to rack my brain. The rulebook's nice. I mean, look, I always think a rulebook could be better, but they do a good job. It's pretty. Anachrony is not nearly as complicated as I had feared based on the reputation that had preceded it before I dug into it. It's pretty straightforward. And plus, it also helps that the first time I played was with a friend who knew the game, and we played with the Fractured of Time expansion. So now that I'm going back to Chronobot with just the base game, it's like, oh, this is easy, man. That Fractured of Time expansion just doubles the difficulty. Gaia is my favorite. Love it. Yeah, I see that. I got three more factions to go, I think, ending with the best cards, which I'm dreading because I'm looking at their board now and I'm like, huh? Like, what? This just doesn't seem very good at all. At all. I got a Itar's playthrough I just recorded. That was super fun, super fun. But I can't remember what I think Ferex I haven't done yet. Coming to Philly for PAX. Yeah, I'll be at PAX. I'll be at PAX. I'm excited about that. It'll be a good time to kind of make some rounds. Hopefully, get some more review copies sent my way. That my channel's about to cross 3,000. It's like, come on, publishers, like help a guy out, man. These games aren't expensive, so or these games aren't cheap, and this channel takes a lot of time. So we'll see how that goes. But that is it. Any questions, comments, epiphanies? Put them in the comment section below. I will definitely get back to you. Hopefully, this was entertaining and somewhat educational. I don't know. A lot of interesting things happen. It's always fun when you get a nice little flame wave on the channel. Good evening, Greg. Bye. Have a good one, Stefan. I appreciate you stopping in. If you want to see the upcoming schedule for sure, other than trying to make sense of my nonsensical ramblings, you can go on my Patreon page. Links in the description below. I have the upcoming calendar. All of November's up there, and I'll put the December calendar up as we get about a week out of December. I will be taking the last week of December off. There has not been a week that I have not posted a video since I started this. I'm going to break that streak during the holidays and kind of give myself a little bit of a breather. So kind of long overdue. So like trying to juggle this around vacation schedule and whatnot is nuts. I think you were getting a lot of mileage out of Maze Night. Worthy investment there. Oh yeah, Maze Night's nuts, dude. The Maze Night and Spirit Island were the two games. Like this channel, when I started, I had no idea what I was doing, but it was like the Spirit Island crowd and the Maze Night crowd kind of found me and inspired me to figure out what the heck I was doing and kind of make some improvements as I went. So I watched those old videos. I was like, ooh. Those are rough, man. Those are rough. Eric Bergman, late to the party. Next time, have you tried Nemo's War? If you like Dawn of the Zeds, maybe that could be something. I late backed it, so I should get Nemo's War by the end of the year. Yeah, Victory Point kind of won me over, and I actually filmed the Darkest Night Second Edition, so look out for that. I think that's going to be out next Wednesday instead of a live playthrough, and I like that as well. A lot of similar feel and mechanics to Dawn of the Zeds in some ways, and like you're controlling four characters and just the narrative component. But yeah, Victory Point does good work, man. I think unfortunate that I know they went through like an ownership change, and supposedly their new owner isn't the greatest guy in the world, but definitely like their old stuff and the creative team that was behind it. So Daniel, cheers. Have fun maging. Thank you. And Silverfear, have a great night. You too, sir. So yeah, gave the Patreon speech. We'll be back in 2 weeks, 2 year anniversary. Woo! I'll have balloons. No, I won't. But maybe Mrs. Playthrough will make a guest appearance because I know somebody's like, man, she was the cool one. Now you're just stuck with the bearded dork. It is what it is. I am what you get. So, anyway, until next time, whatever that is, thanks for joining me and happy gaming.